Alright guys, so we're back looking at ideology in media analysis, and you have a number of ads that you have a chance to look at and start to dissect using these questions and concepts of ideology. So let's take a look at the ads together, and we'll do some closer readings of the ad. Normally you would do these exercises together in a group if we were in the classroom together, but as we're doing it online, I'll do a guided reading of the ads with you. So first one here, we're thinking about the dominant ideologies conveyed in the ad, and so right away, when you have those different categories of ideology, and also you want to look at the 5 aspects of an ad. For example, what's the purpose, who's the target audience, so on and so forth. So right off the bat we should see that we have a target audience is men. Okay, we have a men's cologne product, men's fragrance. And so if the target audience is men and it's portraying a man in the picture very clearly, selling a men's product, then the ideology is going to be telling us something about masculinity, right? Because the beliefs and assumptions about men are shown in the ad. So what do we have? Well, let's look at the text, let's look at the imagery. So we've got Spice Bomb, the new explosive fragrance. Victor and Rolf is the company. And then you have the model. He's holding this bottle of cologne. However, he's got this thing in his mouth. And then later we have a bottle of cologne down here exploding. So let's dissect the text. So Spice Bomb, right? Spice part is about the scent, right? Let's get a brighter blue here. Okay, so this is about the scent. So it's maybe a spicy smell. But then we have this bomb here. Spice Bomb. So what's the bomb part conveying? It's explosive, powerful smell, right? So it's a very strong smell. And they even use the word explosive, fragrance here. So we want to pick up on these things because there are multiple words playing on this idea of a bomb exploding. So where else do we see a bomb exploding? Well, yeah, we see it down here, don't we? Now, it's not quite just a straight bomb, but he's got the same thing in here and he's pulling something in his mouth. So what do we call that? That's a grenade. Okay, it's a small hand grenade. You pull the pin, you throw the grenade, and it explodes, right? Like you see in the movies with soldiers. So what we actually have here is a violent kind of portrayal. Okay, so we have war language, violence, bombs. So it's associated with destruction. It's associated with danger. Okay, that language is all bringing together this idea. So what else does it show us? Okay, look at his gaze. Look how he's staring very directly at the camera. He's kind of flirting. He's very muscular. He's not wearing a shirt. So you have sex appeal. Supposedly, to be a man, you have to be super muscular and walk around without a shirt. And who knows what else he's not wearing here. I can't see any pants, so it's kind of dangerous. So let's connect these two ideas. Well, there's this idea of sexuality. Men's sexuality is violent, dangerous, destructive. What's the view? What's the saying about the product? Okay. Well, they're saying our scent is very strong. It's a powerful cologne. But what is the saying about masculinity? Saying that men are sexual kind of predators. They're kind of violent. He's kind of got the creepy stare going on here. And it's associated with bombs and destructive stuff. Okay, so overall, this is a very negative portrayal of men. This is a very sexist view. Okay, so what can we say? The role of men in masculinity. Men are powerful and strongly associated with violence, and their sexuality too is also associated with violence. Okay, the next one. He made it in the kitchen and ate it in the dining room. With Swiffer WetJet, both floors were clean before he was. So we've got Swiffer WetJet is our product. Here's the product the lady's holding here. Notice the dominant color, purple, as a dominant color. We'll come back to that, but clearly it's everywhere. Almost everything is purple, actually, except the kid's shirt, really, is blue. But notice the dominant color. Notice we have, a lady. So she's a mom. So motherhood is in view. And the product is a cleaning product. So what happens when a kid makes peanut butter and jam sandwich and drips that on the floor? It's dirty, messy, and sticky. All right. So what are they saying about this cleaning device? With Swiffer WetJet, both floors were clean before he was. So they're saying our product cleans fast. Right? Just really fast. Now, what is this saying about moms and motherhood? Well, she's really happy apparently to be cleaning dirty, messy peanut butter stuff and jam off the floor. All the colors are purple, which is a typically feminine color. Okay, so traditionally. And she's got a kid, and she's cleaning and raising kids. So apparently motherhood is joyfully cleaning the house and child rearing, taking care of kids. All right, so in a way this ad is very cliche, traditional view of women. And she's apparently very happy about this. Okay, so that's what we can say. Role of women in femininity: would happily do housework and child rearing. So obviously they're targeting women with that product. Next one, a couple of them linked together, and it has to obviously do with technology. Okay, so first one, Samsung, express your successful side. What do we have? Okay, a handshake. So we can think cooperation, we can think business partnerships, we can think maybe networking, etc. Okay, equals success. And how are you going to do that? With technology. Technology enables these relationships. So they're saying our technology, use our Samsung phones, and we'll make you able to express your successful side and be successful. Okay, can we push back on this at all? Well, in a way, there's dehumanization because the whole human arm has become technology. And so there's a way of saying that technology is superior than the natural human. All right, this one is an ear, and it's RCA, sound for real. Here's a little MP3 player device. Okay, so what's the dominant message? What do we have? We have an orchestra sitting inside the ear. Why an orchestra? It's classical music, but it's big sound, and it's complex, and it has to be very fine. And so the dominant message is sound for real, realistic, clear sound quality coming through the earbuds. You feel like an orchestra is sitting in your ear. Okay? So we can see what it's saying about technology there. Technology connects us and is always an improvement over nature's design. So it's better than your natural body, supposedly. Okay, this one should be fairly obvious. We've got a water brand. The tagline is Live Young. Okay, and this one is about age, right? Because we have an older guy wearing a shirt with a baby's body coming as though his head were part of this young body. So if we think back to our binaries, young and old, and you ask which one is privilege, which one is made to seem the better one, old or young? No, not old in this case, right? It's clearly young means better. Young is ideal. Okay, that's what we want. We want to be young, live young. So it looks kind of ridiculous, right? He's an older guy. He's wearing these bracelets and this like bandana tied here and another bracelet. He's got the bottle of water like coming out of his pocket. Whoever carried a bottle of water in their pocket like that? That's kind of silly, right? He's trying to look young and cool. And supposedly the water will keep you young. So it has health benefits. So you'll feel like a little baby. You'll feel brand new. Is that really realistic? Is that what the water can do for us? And notice the stereotype in the fashion style. And it's kind of ironic because nobody really dresses like that. Like young people don't actually go in that style. So in a double way, okay, old versus young binaries, young is always preferable to old. So it's making old look bad here. All right, so remember, these are review sheets, the last two sheets. When you're encoding and decoding an ad, remember the Stewart Hall theory about the dominant reading, the oppositional, and the negotiated. We did quite a bit of oppositional there. Here's a guide for you to reference when you need to do that yourself. And there's the example with the Marlboro Man that we did before. You've got your dominant, your oppositional, and your negotiated reading. You can't always get a negotiated reading, but like if it's a totally racist ad, you're not going to be able to really negotiate anything out of it. But sometimes you can. And then remember, of course, what we reviewed last time, anchorage and intertextuality. So there are some examples for you. You should try to practice on, any ads you see. You're walking around the mall or something, or going out for restaurant, fast food. Start to think about these ads and apply this knowledge to analyze the codes and conventions and ideological messaging. Okay, thanks. See you again in another video.